Hey, it's Kelly here at Don't Run with Scissors, your favorite cross-stitching, knitting, sewing, mom of twins, driving a Jeep, got 2 rescue dogs, and a lawyer. Yeah, that's my life. And there's so much of it that I wouldn't change. And yeah, I actually had a fantastic day. Well, it started off fantastic. I had a court hearing that had been continued from last week. Um, Walked out of it not only with my client getting everything that he wanted um, from the judge, but then the judge also awarded some attorney's fees, so he doesn't have to. His bill got covered today from his ex-wife. Cheers. Um, it was a nice. I was not overly surprised. I was a little surprised by the number that the judge granted me. I went in kind of ballsy at that point, knowing how he was looking at the ex-wife, and um, went in big when he asked, "What are you asking for attorney's fees?" And I got almost all of it. So, um, and he warned her if she didn't pay in the 60 days, and I had to bring her back to court to enforce it, that there would be further sanctions. So there's that. This week is shaping up to be quite a busy week. I spent a good portion of the weekend working and doing some spring cleaning. I am really trying to finish up a lot of the renovations. Um, when I had bought my place, um, I knew it would need some work. That wasn't an issue for me. Unfortunately, the person who I bought it from decided to trash it before she left, to the point that she had kicked down several doors. Um, and then there was a lot of work that they had done themselves that wasn't very good work. And so I would go to fix one thing and it would butt up against something that hadn't been done well before. And so I would have to then like go further back in the project and fix that so that then I could do what I wanted to do. Um, like I said, I have moved, I learned how to move a wall. Like I um, there's a lot of things that I can do. There's still things I'm learning. Um, After we moved in, I ended up having to have 2 more brain surgeries, so didn't get a whole lot done that way. Um, and then 2 years ago, my partner up and left, which actually was a blessing. At first, I was totally freaked out about that, but ended up being a complete blessing. So I spent a year really focusing on building up my business, fixing a lot of issues and stuff. And then we got the pandemic. And for the last several months, trying to figure out why I have just been absolutely no energy and really have seeing some rough medical problems. Really getting honestly quite scared. Now my stress test um, came back normal. Actually, in good shape. I go for the second, I guess, resting echocardiogram on Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Um, I'm not expecting anything. Like, I have an internal heart monitor that's been installed and Bluetooth enabled. And I think that if anything was really weird, my cardiologist gets that data every day, like overnight. And there's somebody who kind of goes through it and looks at it. So I think that they would catch it. So I talked to my neurosurgeon this morning. He said that he would, at this point, the CT scan looks great. It looks like it did in February, last fall when we ran one. That's good news. That was probably my biggest fear in a lot of ways. But he would, if needed, to kind of see what to take things a step further, he would and could order a lumbar puncture. I personally, it takes a lot for me to be willing to go have somebody ram a needle in my spine. It's not pleasant. Most of the times that I've had them, I've had to go back for a second procedure because I end up needing what's called a blood patch. So they basically go in again to the same spot, take your blood and hopefully form a clot so that it stops leaking your spinal fluid. So we're holding off on that. What we have found out is that my vitamin D level is basically non-existent. I got 16. So I have been like, so he's like, yeah, let's go get you an over-the-counter vitamin D, whatever, whichever one you want. So I picked up one that's 2,000 IUs. I know that before a former neurologist that I had put me on like 50 IUs a week. So I would just take it once a week. And because one of the seizure meds I was on, I guess, depletes vitamin D. Plus we live in Michigan, and she was like, yeah, let's just do this. I have been taking, well, for the last like 3 days, I've been taking 6,000 IUs of vitamin D, but I finally have energy. Like, it's been really good. So, hopefully that is really and truly the root of the issue, because that's an easy fix. The other thing is I live in Michigan. It's been winter. Add to that, we're in a state, like Michigan's still in a lot of ways shut down. We're just starting to open back up. So I've stayed in my house and not gone out. Like, I haven't been out running. My bike's on a trainer stand in my living room because, we don't bike in the outside in the ice unless you have a fat tire bike, and I don't have one. Because fat tire tandems are quite pricey. And then I'd have to find a local, pilot to ride on the tandem with me. So, it's been kind of one of those things. So hopefully this is the trick. We'll see. Whatever it is, I am improving, and I am grateful for that. That said, we did get a lot of housework this weekend done. I had a lot of client work that I had to catch up because I had been so tired that I had been putting, what I could off. Yesterday I painted the wall space that needed to be painted in my daughter's room. There was a big mirror that was hanging there. I didn't remove that when I painted her room when we moved in. But now we're going to put a desk on that wall, so the mirror had to come off, so I had to paint the wall. So I asked Bean to grab the blue paint. My room has also got a wall that's blue. It's a different blue than Bean's room. She grabbed the wrong blue. So I painted the wall, and I was like, oh, this is really dark. I don't think this is right blue. So I have to go back and repaint the blue. But I have the right blue now. I have the right blue. Then I realized I don't have white paint for that wall. Even if I wanted to paint the wall, which I was so tempted when I was doing things, I can't paint. I have to go buy white paint. So that is on my wish list of things to get in the next little bit so that I can get rid of, that can look prettier. And I have to figure out these damn drawer fronts. Gorilla Glue did not work. I don't understand why Gorilla Glue did not work, but it didn't. And it drives me nuts. So if anybody has another idea how to, they're just drawer fronts. They're like fake, they're drawer fronts, and they just have to stay there. The other thing that I don't know is I had retiled my counters myself. I have to do the dishes. I told the kids I would do them. And I hate washing dishes. It's a long story. Yeah, that's a traumatic chore to me. It's a punishment from my childhood. So anyways, I had tiled the countertops. I don't know how to finish the edge. I don't know how to do that. So that is another mission. At that point, the kitchen is will be pretty much done. Which, yay me! Um, yeah. So, um, been trying to really deep clean, want to purge a bunch of stuff, want to get organized. I went today into my patterns, and somehow I'm missing the Prayer of St. Francis from Lizzie Kate. I know I have it. I have it. I want to stitch it now because Clay has picked it up today when he was out at a local needle or at a needle shop. It's somewhere in Pigeon Forge near Dollywood. I'm sorry. He picked up the pattern. I was like, I have that pattern. I love that. It's one of my all-time favorite songs to sing. From side effect of growing up Catholic and singing in the choirs. So that one's missing, and the other one that I know I can't find for some reason is my little crab wearing the leprechaun hat. It's driving me nuts. Absolutely bonkers. Like to the I don't know. I really I am floored at where these two are together. Like I don't know. But it bothers me. That said, oddly enough, usually I'm like I have a million projects that I've worked on. I can't say that this time. I've worked on two things. Two things. That's it. Two things all week. That said, they're both pretty close to a finish. So without much, and I during all of this, what's been great is I've been able to listen to some more audiobooks. I finished The Testament, which is the second after The Handmaid's Tale, by Margaret Atwood. That was really good. I cannot wait for the next season to come out for The Handmaid's Tale. That was one of those that I put off. I was like, I'm not watching that, and I got hooked. And now I need the next season. Dang it. I finished that. So I finished that. I keep my little list here of books that I finished. I've got to come up with. It's not very pretty. It's not very pretty. So there's my books that I've read or listened to, and their page numbers, like how many pages they have in them. And there's my Stitch from Stash finishes and how much I paid myself. I know I'm real high tech, real high tech. I am such a paper planner person. I have tried not to be and tried to like go more with like I do keep a Google Calendar though, like on my phone and stuff like that. So I do have that. But I feel much better having a paper planner that I can write in. Honestly, like it is. So yeah, so I finished The Testament today. We finished Rise of the Rocket Girls. Oh my God, everybody needs to go read this book. It is all about the women who have basically laid the foundation for the space program and how they compute all those figures and trajectories and all of that. Like it was so good. So good. 5 out of 5. Must read. Everybody should read. Okay, the other one that I finished was the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. Everybody's telling me they love this book, and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So those are the 3 books we finished. And then I also watched on Amazon Prime. It's like to rent it, it's like $5-6, whatever they charge. It's called A Promising Young Woman. Oh my God. 5 out of 5. Gotta go watch it. It was mind blowing. Mind blowing. Yeah. Seriously. A Promising Young Woman. Crazy good. So that's it. But we did get some stitching done. I have a lot of haul. My package, so if you are on Instagram and you follow Threads and Twine, she's been sort of doing like sales, and kind of clearing out the, I don't want to say old patterns, but kind of making room for some new inventory. So she's been selling things at like on sale, which is fantastic. And then I also got in my order that was on the my poor little piggy, all of a sudden, we have guinea pigs, and my poor little piggy got really loud. So I was following the Needlework Expo on Instagram, and a pattern came up, and I immediately went, "Hey, Bobby, can you get this? No, seriously, can you get this? I need this." And so that came in. And Bobby always sends me, I love Bobby. Hi, Bobby. I just watched your FLosstube. You're so cute. I got stickers, and one of them is a dash hound, and I don't know if she did that on purpose, but I'm just going to think that she did because she loves me. So we'll go through haul, and we'll go through my stitching, and then we'll talk about the next steps in, I don't know. Okay, so there's two patterns that I absolutely love, and I'm going to save those for last because I bought all patterns. I did not buy fabrics or anything like that. I don't know, like, well, I buy like basic colors from, well, usually I buy like cream or white or antique white from Rita Renee on Facebook. She has a group because her prices are just unbelievable. And then I just dye it myself. I don't usually do really fancy, like, I want to someday. Like, I do have the Witch's Brew from They Stitch Me that I'm doing my Dreaming Girl sale on. I did go ahead and pre-order the next sale that Barbara Anna did. It is a beautiful piece, and I cannot wait to start on that one. As I say about all of my patterns, and all of my sales, and we all know that I'm not current on any sale, not on a single freaking one. Nope. So not there. Nope. I usually start off, I have the best of intentions, and then, well, my ADD kicks in, and it's like, Squirrel, another pattern, let's do that one. I did decide also on, so the Urban Stitches was doing the After Dark adult themed sale, and it was black work. It's very cool. I don't know if it's the navy fabric. I don't know what it is. I'm not feeling it. So I am UFOing it. It was a square on my Whipco board. I have since changed. I'm going to change that square. I think to the Lizzie Kate Prayer St. Francis, which is why I've got to really find it because I want to put it in that square. Lizzie Kate stitches go fast, so that also makes me happy because I've got like other really, I'm so far behind on Whipco too. So I want to put that in its spot, but I don't want to buy a second pattern because I know I have the pattern. So, okay. So let's go through haul, and then we'll do my 2 stitchy project because, big deal. 2 projects, Kelly. It's almost a monogamous stitching week, which is, again, so weird. Okay, so I am such a big kid. I bought, it's shrinky dink paper, and you stick it through your computer paper printer. And I'm going to make some really cool needle binders for the ones that I can't find. But then I could like put Maisie and Lizzie pictures on there and make my dogs into needle minders, and that would be really, really cute. And I could have my little Jeep as a needle minder, and that would be cute. So I bought that off the Zon. It was my splurge. And then the package came from Threads and Twines, and I was like, oh shit. That's the problem, like, when I do that, like, because what she did is she held all my packages, so I didn't have to pay a bunch of shipping. So yeah, I'll show you what my stuff is from her. First I got Love You More from Hand and Heart, which is super cute. Mermaid skeletons, because, yeah, and a pirate, because, yeah. Welcome Summer. It's really it's so pretty. And the buttons are in there. They're super cute. Apparently, I wanted the honeybee pin and drum. I don't remember why. The blue flower winter squirrel. Now, I like squirrels because they're my sorority mascot. So, you know, squirrels. And again, I'm a little ADD, so they just sort of fit in my world. I have been dying for this pattern, so I was very excited to grab this at sale. Blue-footed boobies, which are my favorite bird. I love the blue-footed booby. Just because he's so cute. Look at his little blue feet. They're so gorgeous. I love them. Okay, but wait. Oh, yeah. Hold your horses. It's more. Okay, so then I got, you're going to notice a theme. It's so funny. Barbara Anna's The Pearl from the Sea. A mermaid. We got Beach Dreams by Praiseworthy Stitches. How cute is that? Here's a better picture, actually. Well, except for that I'm in the plastic. How cute is that? With a mermaid. With a teeny tiny octopus and a crab. So cute. So cute. Then we got Quakers Gone Haunted by Michelle Inc. Because it's gorgeous. And then I got Quakers Gone Spooky. Okay, so those are gorgeous patterns. I'm not gonna lie, I love every single one of them. Even the bees, which I don't remember ordering, or why I ordered it. I know I ordered it, like, I know I said, yes, please send that to me. I don't remember why. I don't. Don't judge me. Okay, so here are my two really cool patterns. So, one I got from Creative Poppy, and it's by Gera. I hope I'm saying that right. It's Gera. Now, you know, I don't know how to play these. The Holocaust has, like, I want to know the stories. I want to make sure that this is not forgotten. This has always been something, like, even since I was little, and we read the Diary of Anne Frank in school. It is just one of those things. So, of course, when I saw this, I immediately bought it. That's Anne Frank. And it's her quote, and it says, "In spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart." And I love that. I absolutely love that. And that was worth every single penny I paid for it. And it was not expensive. It was $8. I think it was $7.99. Yeah. Yeah. That is an amazing pattern, and I cannot wait to stitch that. To the point where I'm like looking at some of my other squares on Whipco and going, maybe I should just add that there. But I'm thinking, it's so pretty. I can't imagine. It's a really big stitch. Let me see if it tells me. It's 102 by 134. That's not huge, but it's not small. But it will be done. And it will be done soon. Because, yes. And it's okay if I lose a paper copy because I can download it. It's downloaded to my computer. So, yeah. I love that. Love that. So, if anybody else wants to stitch that with me, please tell me. And, yeah, we'll make that a thing. Okay, so here's the other one that I got really excited. So, here's my other one. So, we have that one. I got to stitch that one. This one, I saw her and I was like, oh my God, I need it. I have also talked to the designer who is Meridian Designs, and I forget her name. She's on Instagram. I spend way too much time on social media some days. This is the first of a series, and I am so excited. Because clearly I love the beach and I love all things beach related. Because the water is my happy place. It is a place where I go to be centered. It is a place I go to be calm. It is a place where I go to take the weight off my shoulders. And I've been like that since I was a kid. Like, so when I saw this, I've been looking like at the Mirabilia mermaids, and they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous with all their beading, and they're glorious. But they're all wafy white women. Okay, now while I fit the white woman, clearly I am pale. I am not a waif of a woman. I was a 10-pound baby. Okay, I'm not destined to be a waif of a woman. I am destined to be bold and vocal sort of woman. I'm not like I will be a healthier size. I am shrinking. My shorts from last year are big because I've been wearing them. It's been warmer, even in the house, so I've been wearing shorts around and trying to and um, I wore a dress for court this morning, and I had made it last year, and it was kind of snug, and today it was kind of baggy. Okay, so but even at my healthiest goal, at my goal weight, I won't be a waif of a woman. I have too much muscle and I love it. I think muscles are sexy. So I saw this, and again, I reached right out to Bobby. I'm like, Bobby, can I order this to you, or do I need to find somebody else? Because my preference is always to order from somebody I know and support their business. When you see her, I'm telling you, Bobby still has some. You need to run and get them. And we're going to do, she's getting stitched. She is phenomenal. Can you see her? There we go. Look at. She is a strong, glorious mermaid with her dolphin buddies. And she has got the beating like the Mirabilias and everything about it. Everything. Mm-hmm. So again, this is going to be the first in a series. She's even trying to design some male mermaids, which I think is mermen. I think is glorious. Absolutely freaking glorious. Mm-hmm. Okay. If these were the only two patterns I bought for the next few months, I'm good. I'm good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Okay. So that said, let's get to my what I actually stitched. Because, there's olive too. It cracks me up. Crack myself up. Okay, so I worked on my March Madness, and it was Spring Rolls by Plum Street Samplers. Now, what's funny is the one color in here, it almost looks like a white, but when I pulled the DMC, it's kind of a green. It's very weird. You'll see. Yeah, the DMCs don't look quite the same as the Weeks dye works. So I think if I stitch it again, I might actually just invest in the Weeks dye works, because while I like mine, there are certain things, or knowing now what I am more comfortable with, my skills being, I would have just converted a little bit more of the colors. I did change the wiener dog over here. It had called for 3021. It's too much of a green. I hope your wiener dogs are not green or green undertones. Mine's not. So I did switch that when I stitched the wiener dog to 801. But here we are on this one. So that's my March Madness. That was the winner of all the brackets. So I have the second half of the basket and the second wiener dog. And then just the little, I really don't have that much more to go. I really don't. It should be done this week. Because I have Thursday and Friday where I take the boy to campus and I sit there, and that's 3 hours. So it could be done in those 3 hours alone. I think, maybe. Yeah. I may work on a little bit more tonight. We'll see. But it's super cute. I'm going to make it into a little pillow for Easter, I think. I don't know. Okay, so here's the other one that I've been working on. And I love this. And I only have one issue with it so far. First of all, I have two. Okay, so I have way more little motifs that I want to include than I have space for. So I am going to, that's so funny. I pulled out more fabric for different projects. I am going to stitch like a series 2 of 3 small words. I have been working on my list. Let's see, where did I put my list? I still need a few more. Oh, here we go. Right, first page, because I still need a few more to kind of fill in. I need, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I can come up with 13 more mantras, then I can do 2 more sets, so I can have like the 3 sets. Okay. But the first one, all my words are stitched. This is Lizzie Kate's 3 small words. Pull out with some of the patterns. So it's, let's see, like that, with little birds and flowers, more flowers and hearts, flowers and hearts, flowers, hearts, and birds. Oh, it's got a strawberry and a bird. So you kind of get the point. Okay. It's so adorable. Like, seriously. I think that if you looked at it the way it's stitched on the fabrics, it does seem a little dated. So you may want to jazz that up. But again, it's your aesthetic. Do what you want. And I don't know what made me say, when it finally clicked, like, look, it's my stitching. I can do what I want, and I can change it and have the confidence in myself and my skills. But something clicked, and I'm not hating it. I'm loving it. Okay, so here is mine. This is the one thing I'm worried about. My poor tiki guy, I did my tiki, and then he's got the little, there's supposed to be the little hibiscus flowers around him. He looks a little angry. Now, somebody said that tikis are supposed to look a little angry. I don't know. But what I'm thinking he might need to kind of, maybe he won't look so harsh if I fill in a lighter brown. That's my new thought pattern. Because I really don't want to rip him all out and stitch something. I don't. Okay, so there we go. Look at my little feet prints. And my blue-footed booby. And my bike. I really debated stitching a tandem, because I ride a red tandem when I race. And I'm still kind of debating that. if I shouldn't rip him out and make it into the tandem like I ride. But yeah. And I've already got the border planned and I have a piece for the top. So, but I have it designed in my brain what I want to do. My fear is there's not a whole lot of extra. But again, I'm going to, if nothing else, my aunt used to teach woodworking and wood shop in the convent to mentally and physically impaired adults, usually pretty severely impaired, to the point where they lived at the convent. Like they ran a group home for them and stuff. And so she still does some woodworking, and she's always like, look, tell me what you need, just kind of rough it out, like draw her a picture with the measurements, and she'll do it for me. I mean, I have a table and chair set, like a little kid table and chair set that the twins took their first picture, like their 1-year pictures sitting at, and then next year on their 21st, they're sitting at that table again. And instead of the little smash cake that you give your 1-year-olds, I'm going to like give them each a beer because I think that'd be funny. Maybe I'll also get them a smash cake. But there's a little hutch that goes with it. I have a beautiful nativity set that she made me. So she could cut me out the shapes, although if I just put them on like a simple cabana, like I can cut that out with my own saws that I have here. But if I want the surfboard, I may have her do it because I know she's got a router and she can make the edges kind of more beveled. That's not the right, rounded. Then I would really be able to do easily here. But we'll see. I don't know. So that if that's, I mean, but either way, the case is I wouldn't need much to turn, to turn over to mount that to that wood piece, either wood piece. And that may be my saving grace. But I do have like at the bottom here, I think I'm going to put like a little row of cabana houses. So I do have the room for the cabana houses. So that's my idea. So again, I'm still looking for like 13-ish more, 3, pushing if we do 4-word mantras. So if you have any or like inspirational phrases that you like kind of tell yourself, that is the idea. So let me know your thoughts on that. Like, do you think I should just fill in the tiki guy? Do you think I should change him all out? Do you think I should change the bike to a tandem or just leave it and put the tandem on a different piece, or maybe just leave the bike off the different pieces? I don't know. If you've got an idea for another piece, throw them at me. I'm still trying to find planner happiness. I have my happy planner. I bought a different page. It seems to be overall that page seems to be working well. What I've kind of thrown out the window is I enjoy being in the challenge groups. If nothing else, for the inspiration and for the meeting new people and whatnot. I'm not going to worry about, oh my God, did I do this challenge? Did I do them all? Did I do them all? I can't do it. Right now, I am at max capacity mentally and emotionally. And that was just it was taking the fun out of it because it was becoming so stressful for me. And I don't want to do that. So, can't think of anything else. We've been at this for 40 minutes. So I'm going to let you guys go because I need to get this uploaded. I need to get my butt in bed. I have a big conference tomorrow afternoon with the State Bar Association. My son is making dinner tomorrow night. I thought he made dinner tonight and he handed me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Well, yeah, semi-safe for me. But yeah, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are a great meal, but you got to serve them with something. Like, give me a side of carrots and ranch and some chips. I mean, you got to do something. Um, so yeah. Otherwise, I don't know. Keep stitching, have fun, do epic stuff. Um, oh, hit the like and subscribe button. If you've gotten this far with me, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Because when you do, it sends me a little notice that says so and so liked your video, so and so subscribed, and it's just a little boost of self-esteem for me. And we could all use that. So go ahead and do that. You don't have to watch me ever again after you do that, but at least I get the little boost of self-esteem. So have fun. Feel free to reach out to me here. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. I'm His Princess Kelly. And we'll see you next week. Bye.